I wasn't even planning on making a video on Neo The World Ends With You just yet, but I just got done playing the demo and had to get my thoughts out. I mentioned a few times on the channel, but the original The World Ends With You is one of my favorite games ever. It blew me away with its character, style, music, and its battle system is one of my favorites of all time. And while I was excited for the next game when it got announced, I was cautiously optimistic about whether they could capture that magic again. But after playing the demo for Neo, I'm feeling confident that they definitely can. Right out the gate, the game just oozes that style that the original had, and I found myself laughing out loud at the dialogue between the characters not even 10 minutes in. The setup is pretty similar, with the characters getting trapped in a Reaper game, but also different since it seems main character Rindo can get premonitions of tragic events ahead of time and try his best to change the outcome. Sort of like Doe Survivor 2 or what Shulk can do in Xenoblade. And speaking of the characters, it's actually been a while since I've seen a cast this likable out the gate. Fred seems like your tag-along best friend they saddle you with in the newer Persona games, but I found him instantly way more charismatic and entertaining than any of them. And Shoka, despite having little screen time so far, instantly made an impression with her relatable attitude of wanting to just be done with her shift and force her responsibilities on introducing us to the game to someone else. And let's talk about the music. The original game had one of the cleanest, funkiest OSTs that ever graced an RPG, and I've already found myself bobbing my head to numerous songs already in Neo. I can already tell I'm going to be listening to some of these on repeat for years, the same way I still listen to songs from the original over a decade later. I'm also impressed how well the game runs on the Switch since there's so much going on in the background. I remember in the original reveal trailer, there was some noticeable lag when running around Shibuya. Not saying it's a perfect 30 frames per second here, but it's definitely not as bad as a lot of other games on the Switch with busy screens. And while I didn't play the PS4 version, a friend of me did tell me that it runs at 60 frames per second, so if that's a big deal for you, take that into account. Now, the one area I'm not sure will equal the original for me so far is the battle system. They shifted battles to a 3D plane, and while you still use pins, it's definitely not the same as the original. Every character gets one pin and they're all assigned to a button, and the more party members you get, the more chaotic it gets controlling them, but in a fun way, like how in the original you had to control two screens at once. You even have to alternate who's attacking to keep a rhythm going that will eventually allow you to perform a big damaging attack. Battles are fun for sure, but I don't know whether I'll adore them yet like the way I do in the original. With the demo, we've only gotten a small taste for the story, but even then I'm intrigued and want to see more. It's available to the public now in the Switch eShop and the PlayStation Network, and I highly suggest giving it a try, even if you haven't played the original before. And a reminder to everyone that the goal for 2021 here on the channel is to reach 5,000 subscribers, and with your help, I know we can do it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you later.